Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's video. So this week I'm going to be featuring Shane. He's going to be helping out. You might have seen him in the last week's video. We were just goofing off.
What's up, guys?
But this is going to be a how-to. So we're going to be talking about different types of bench press grips, and specifically Bulldog Grip, which there really isn't a lot of info on YouTube or anything about it. So Shane is a very good power lifter, especially for his size. I think you did what was your squat?
I totaled 1207 at 163 at my last meet. So that was a 424 pound squat, 281 pound bench, and 501 pound deadlift.
That's insane. So has Bulldog Grip helped you a lot in your competition?
Yeah, I would say Bulldog Grip has been the most significant change for my bench over the past year and a half. I was stuck at around 245, 255 for a while, and then upon switching to Bulldog Grip, I jumped that 25, 30 pounds up to 281 in the course of 2 months.
So Shane does more powerlifting. I'm more bodybuilding, but we're gonna show you guys how it's applicable to both, and we'll get right into it.
Awesome, let's go.
So the absolute worst way to be benching is like this. I started out like this too. I made the same mistake. The bar is very high in his palm, and you can see his wrists are breaking back and they're not in line with the bar. So a great way to combat this, especially initially, is called the bear grip. A bear grip really focuses on keeping the bar really low in your palms, and it's going to help you focus on keeping your wrist straight and keeping your forearms perfectly underneath the bar, so all the force does not go right into your wrists. But we both noticed that over time with heavier weights, it's much harder to keep this. So Shane's going to go into the Bulldog Grip now.
So Bulldog Grip is characterized by an internal rotation of your hand at your wrist. You see here how my fingers aren't pointing straight up; they're pointing, internally. And what that's going to do is it keeps the bar much lower in your hand. You can see how it's really just all the weight is on my thumb, and there's a ton of open space between my pinky finger and the bar right there. So it's going to feel really awkward at first, but what this does is it ensures that the bar is going to stay over the wrist and you get optimal force transfer throughout the entire bench. You can see another angle here of how well the bar stays over the wrist throughout the entire bench press movement, and that's really only going to be a positive. Here we have me benching. You'll see I set up a pretty extreme arch just because...
A very extreme arch.
Just because in powerlifting, you're trying to move the most weight possible, and it doesn't really matter. You're not really lifting for hypertrophy as much.
Yeah, so in powerlifting, you're trying to minimize the distance the bar travels. In bodybuilding, you're trying to get the best sort of range of motion. So, when I bench, I actually do still have a bit of an arch, but much less than Shane's. That being said, even though this grip is used by a lot of powerlifters, it still is great for bodybuilding. So this is how wide your grip would be for powerlifting. This is how wide it would be for bodybuilding. And then sort of this is the zone you want to stay away from because it gets too narrow and it starts to put a lot more stress on your shoulders when you flare out at the bottom. So just to summarize, we went over 3 different grips. The first is a mistake that a lot of beginners make where their wrist is actually out in front of the bar. Like I said, this creates a lot of extra pressure on your wrist and can really lead to an injury. The second is the bear grip, which is keeping the bar low in your hands and is really starting to get used to having your wrist lined up perfectly with the bar. And the last is a little bit more advanced, which was what Shane talked about, which was the Bulldog Grip. And this is an amazing grip, especially for powerlifters and people that are still struggling to maintain their form with a bear grip. And with that, I'd just like to conclude the video, and I'll see you guys in the outro.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe this, share it with your friends, other people, powerlifters. We're gonna do more of these videos, how-tos, and Shane will definitely get featured again on something else in the future. I don't know, what else are you good at other than cryptocurrency?
Scrabble. I'm really good at Scrabble.
Yeah,
I'll tell you guys all the 2 letter
Whatever.
Scrabble words.
Get out there and do what you love.
More shit.
Hold on. And if you guys are new to my channel, if you've first time you're watching it, I do vlogs on starting a company called Gympanion, getting short-term gym memberships for people when they're traveling, and also just my own fitness goals and Shane's.
Also, follow me on Instagram, GainTrainShane.
No, don't
do that. It's videos of me lifting and some good food that I make. Sometimes my puppy is in there.
We're done.
Applicable. Applicable.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Awesome. Let's go. Please cut out that. Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.